which was like, yeah, it was really fun. And
So here's the microphone. All right, so put this right in the middle. Remember last time what we did? What did we do to start the last one? Everybody yelled the team name? All right. So we are here with a very special team, and on the count of three, we're going to say the team name. 1, 2, 3.
Lady Lions!
All right, that's right. We are here with the Lady Lions. That is right, folks. And we have 15 questions. That's all. 15 little questions to ask you guys. Nothing earth-shattering. But before we start, let's start. How about everybody say their first names? So you didn't want to go first. Who's brave enough to go first? You want to go first? All right, hand her the mic. Pass both things around. Give her the white one.
Wait, so just say my name?
And you can just say your first and last name and then pass it to Yahna next.
My name is Claire Yoder.
My name is Yahna Karpitskiy.
My name is Madeline. My name is Selena. I'm Norah. I'm Violet. I'm Julia.
Okay, so I have my microphone on here. So Lady Lions, let's look at your season. First of all, how many games did you lose?
0.
0. Who knows the most amount of points? Oh, you can't cheat. No cheating. Selena's trying to cheat.
Selena.
All right, first of all, before we ask that, who was on Coach Russell's team last year? All right.
Violet, Claire, Madddie.
All right, somebody say it into the microphone. Say the names that were on.
Violet, Selena, Madddie, and Claire.
That's you.
Me.
All right, so you guys were on the Huskies. Who remembers how your season ended last year, Huskies? I know, hold on, Lady Lions, we'll get to you.
Biggest disappointment in upward history.
Biggest disappointment. Wow.
Yeah. I forget what our score or our record was, but no, like.
Well, you guys had a couple losses.
Right, we had a couple losses, and then we.
Do you remember how it ended?
We
What
got
game did it
out-
end on?
Got out the first round of the playoff game.
Against? Does anybody know who it was?
Oh,
Say your name. Say your name before you talk, because people don't know who you are.
Hi, I'm Madddie, and I think it was the. I'm just guessing here. I think it was the Panthers.
No, the Panthers went on to win the whole thing. No, it was the Cardinals. It was Anne-Marie's Cardinals.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that?
To answer the question.
Who remembers any of the players on the Cardinals? Anyone? There was one that was really,
Macy
really
Miller?
good. Yes, Macy was on that team. Give it to, hand it over. Come on. Say who you remember from the Cardinals. All right. So Selena knows somebody. You don't know her name though. All right. So Macy Miller was one. Who remembers the one that was really, really good? I mean, Macy was good too. There were a lot of good ones.
Lexi something.
Lexi Zentner. That's right, Lexi. But Lexi wasn't there this year. All right, so Lady Lions, you start your season off week 1 against the Lady Wolves. Who remembers the score or anything about that game? All right, give it to Norah.
I remember we won.
So you got to say your first name.
I'm Norah, and I remember we winning.
Yes, you do. Do you remember who's on the Lady Wolves? Say your first name.
I'm Violet, and I remember it was like there was like some people on like the Lady Wolves was like
That was actually the same team you played in the
right.
championship.
Yeah, it was Reagan, and there was yeah, Charlotte, and then there was another Reagan.
That's good. So
yeah.
Reagan, Charlotte,
Yep.
Yep.
And there were some others, of course.
Layla and Emery and Luna.
Yeah.
Okay. So the score of that game, 35-16. Now, did you know that was the closest game that you guys had? 35-16. All right. So these Lady Lions, this isn't a normal team here that we're talking about. You guys easily were the most dominant team in upward history by far. When you hear these scores that I'm going to read off to you guys, this is a very special team. So in week 1, you win 35-16. In week 2, you play the Huskies. Anybody remember week 2? Madddie remembers week 2. Yahna, do you remember week 2? What do you remember?
All I
Let's
remember week 2 is when I entered the gym, I saw the Huskies, and I saw my friend that's in chorus with me, Olivia.
McAdams?
Yeah, McAdams.
Okay.
And
Do you know what the score was? Because it was pretty amazing. What happened?
I think 18-28.
Nope. Anybody else have any other guesses? Say who you are.
I'm Yahna, and I think, wasn't it like 40 to like 14?
Everybody take a guess. Pass it around, and everybody guess week 2 against the Huskies now. The Huskies got some good players on there, right?
What was it? I'm Claire, and I think, was it 6 to
Who had 6? Them?
that they did, and did we have like 27?
27-6? That's a good guess. Go ahead.
I'm Julia, and like 12-28. I don't know.
28-12. Okay.
I'm Violet. I was going to say 27-3.
27-3. Really? 3 points?
I'm Norah, and I think it was 4-27.
27-4. All right. Come on, Selena. Don't be bashful now. Come on. You were so dominant out there on the court. Like, go ahead. Just give a guess. What do you think? Week 2.
Come on, you're waiting. I don't know.
Just be confident like you were with Maui. Oh, wait.
12-22.
Did everyone guess?
Yes.
The score was 26-2.
Oh, that's bad.
2 points you allowed. So 35-16, 26-2. Week 3, the Orange Men. First time facing the Orange Men. Madddie, go ahead. Tell me if you remember anything. Anyone from the Orange Men?
All I remember
anything about that game.
All I remember about the Orange Men is that the Orange Men had subs on their team, and they were 3rd and 4th graders and upwards. And I was so surprised because one of them lived in my neighborhood, and I'm like, wait, why are you here in an upwards jersey? And she guarded me.
Give some names. You're absolutely right.
Hailey Brown,
Hailey Brown was in that game.
Olivia.
What do you know about Hailey Brown? Know anything about her? Does she play basketball?
Yeah, I know her family. She's on the Garden Spot travel team. Her big brother Noah Brown is actually in my class, and her younger brother Dylan was on the Warriors Mario team. And
so very, very good basketball players.
And their youngest sibling, Leah, she can dribble 2 balls at the same time and take a 10-foot shot.
Very, very talented family, the Brown. So her brother Noah actually won a championship at Upward 2023. All right, so the Orange Men, 5 people were out for them. So they got a whole bunch of replacements. Hailey Brown being, really, really good. She came in. And Olivia Fry. Remember Olivia? Yes. So the score of that game, who wants to take a guess? Now, remember, they brought some good players in. Lily and Jane were in that game, I believe. All right, let Yahna take a guess.
This is Yahna.
Now, there were people, before you say your score, these people were telling me that, hey, this Hailey Brown's going to come in here, and the Lady Lions are going to lose this game. That's how good she is. She's 4th grader, really good.
And
see what the score was.
Can I first say who I like?
Yeah, sure.
I think one of the persons was Liliana. She's my friend's. One of my friends. It's her friend, family, and I think the score wasn't like really close. Like it was like.
I'm not going to say yet. I want to hear what you guys thought.
27-14.
Well, you guys know you won the game. So 27-14. All right. Go ahead, Claire. Yeah, let everybody take their guess.
Okay, I'm Claire,
Go.
and
If you don't remember, just say you don't remember.
I have no idea.
Do you remember playing against Hailey Brown? Do you remember that game? Violet remembers that game because she had to cover her.
I didn't know how Hailey got
Now, also in that game, Reese Murphy joined the team. Who knows Reese Murphy?
I recognize
You
her
know
name,
Reese?
but-
She's your friend. Okay, so very good player. So you had Reese Murphy. So Reese Murphy and Hailey Brown, Olivia Fry. So all these new people came onto the team. Lily and Jane.
Yeah, I'm Violet, and I remember this third game when they brought, was it Hailey or what were we saying? Hailey.
Hailey
Yeah,
and Reese.
I was covering them mostly, and man, it was hard. it was definitely a real big challenge.
All right, so give a prediction.
Yeah,
What do you think the score? How close did they get?
I
We know you
wanna
guys won.
say they got like somewhere around like 8 points, maybe.
And how many did you have?
Maybe like 26.
26 to 8. Okay. All right. Say your name.
This is Norah, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say 8 to 32.
All right. 8 to 32.
I'm Selena, and I don't know.
So Selena totally doesn't remember the game with Hailey Brown. No? No?
No.
No.
I'm Madddie, and I think the score was like 18
Yeah,
to
the
20.
score, Selena.
I think it was 18.
Oh, Selena didn't remember. Okay, give it to Selena next. Let her get her guess.
To Julia. To Julia. To Julia.
Yeah, just next question.
Next question. All right. Okay. Final score, 29 to 6. Violet, you were really close. 6 points you guys held. Hailey Brown and all the others. So let's recap. 35-16, 26-2, 29-6. Week 4, Lady Wolves are back after the 35-16 game. Anybody remember that? Violet, all I'll say is this was your big day. This was the day you went crazy. I have a note here, Violet's career day. No cheating, Norah. Nora's trying to cheat.
It was the Violet sandwich.
All right, let's take a shot at the score.
I honestly don't remember what our score was, but I'm pretty sure they had 9 because I remember Charlotte Lapp. She was just shooting basket after basket and got 9 points in a row, and I think those were their only points during that game or something like that. So.
Okay. So what was the final? What would you
I
guess?
mean, I think their score was 9, and we might have had, I don't know, maybe like, I want to say like 30, maybe?
Violet's getting really close with these guesses. All right, 32 to 12. 32 to 12. All right, week 5, the Huskies are back. Now you beat them 26 to 2. What happened in the second time you played the Huskies? All right, let's go. Claire, do you remember anything about the second game with the Huskies?
I'm Claire, and I remember I scored a point for them. I think I scored.
That was the game.
I
Yes, Claire shot on her own basket. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I thought
I do remember that.
they're not guarding me at all. That took me down the whole rest of the game.
I do remember that. Yes.
Thanks.
So to save time, go ahead. What, Coach Russell? What do you remember?
I did that in the high school game, so.
Okay. Oh, you're in your high school.
It was pretty fun.
Okay, so that was week 5. Claire scored 2 points for them, 22 to 6.
Wait, 2 points?
Claire scored basket. So Claire scored 2 of their 6 points that they had. So that was a good thing to do. You should have did that more often. It would have been more competitive if you guys would have scored for the other. All right, week 6. Now we're starting to get to the end. You play the Orange Men again. Who remembers anything about that? Claire and Violet were players of the game, by the way.
For what?
This is week 6 against the Orange Men. Your last time you played the Orange Men. Yahna, what do you remember?
I remember that the coach, they were really behind, and I think they only had like 5 or something or 4. No, the Orange Men points.
4 points. She is absolutely correct. They scored 4 points against you
And,
guys. Good job, Yahna.
The coach it's kept yelling at them for like not getting it, and they were running around and things like that.
Yes, and they actually won a couple games at that point, so the Orange Men were on a little streak. They got Reese Murphy going, and you guys. So just to recap, 22-6 the week before, 22-4 the next week, and now the final week. Who remembers the last game? Selena, you were player of the game. Week 7 against the Lady Wolves again, who you played in the championship. No, this is week 7. It's the last week. Who remembers anything about that game and maybe the score? All right, go ahead. Pass it around. Go ahead, Madddie, you start first.
I remembered about Luna. She used to be on my team, and she was really putting it out here. And I know the coach is her mom, so like her mom was like yelling, and they just didn't know what to do. That's basically all I remembered of the game.
Go ahead, Selena, you want to go? Yeah. Any guesses of the score? What do you think? How did they do?
I think we had 26-16.
All right, so they scored 16 in week 1 against you guys. They scored 12 in week 4. What do you think they did in the final week? 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other guesses? Who has a... Yahna, go ahead. What do you think they did on the final game?
Well, I can just the score I think was like 14 to like 30.
30-14. Okay. Any other guesses? Anyone? Julia, do you want to take a guess? Let Julia take a guess. She has a guess.
Go ahead, Julia.
You remember anything about that final game?
No,
Could
but
think of?
I do know that they were like really trying hard and really hoping that they could win against us.
Okay. Who do you remember from that team? Anybody in particular that kind of stood out to you? The
I
Orange
don't
Men.
know their names really, but I know that they were a little shorter, but they were really fast, and we were really worried about losing.
Hazel Miller was on that team. Not the playoff game yet, no. Yahna, what do you remember?
I think on like we were like that we wanted to give number 30, I think, or is that on the championship? I don't remember. But I think like they kept, then like we were, because like she needed to get like some shots done, so we let her, like coach said not to block her.
Oh, okay, to let her score. I think that's Maddie Maddox she's
Emery?
talking about.
Yeah, it was
Madddie?
Okay.
Oh, Emery Garner? You sure she was 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know Emery from camp, and I remember Coach Russell saying to us, maybe we should back down on Emery because she deserves some shots, like back down on the defense.
Violet, you want to say something?
I was just going to say, basically, Madddie knows everybody on every single team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to get to these 15 questions. Final score was 31-7. 31-7. So just to recap your amazing season, which I don't think this may never happen again. 35-16, 26-2, 29-6, 32-12, 22-6, 22-4, and 31-7. Absolutely unbelievable and no upward team. You guys deserve it. And then, of course, you all went on in the playoffs. Didn't even have to sweat all the way through. So right now, you guys hold, to me, the best team at Upward I've ever seen. You guys want to talk? I didn't get into the games on these questions. These are kind of. You want to talk about the championship game? Go ahead. Go ahead. Claire, what do you want to say?
It was like
All right, yeah. You guys can each, let's go through the mic real fast and talk about the playoff games.
I'm Claire, and I'm not sure if it was the semifinals or the championship, but that was my first game that I made a foul shot.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah,
Very
I
good.
made it.
All right, pass it to Julia. Julia, playoffs. What do you remember?
I think it was the semifinals, and I think I really liked that game. I was at first really scared, but then later I was having a lot of fun, and I think it was my best game.
Yes, you did play very well in that game. I was against Charlotte Lap's team, by the way.
I'm Violet.
Parents here, is that why they're barking? Sorry,
Okay.
girls, the parents are showing up.
Well, I'm Violet, and I just remember it was a lot of fun to play those games because I kind of knew that we were going to win.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember in the Orangemen game, so your first game, that they actually made it close? It was 10-6, almost at halftime. Does anybody remember the Orangemen were they were keeping it close there for a while.
Yeah, a little
They were
bit.
getting a little nervous. No, Nora, what do you remember? You
I
when
remember
it got
it wasn't that close, but it felt close to us because it was like they were creeping up in points and baskets.
I
So
think you guys got up 10-2.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
It
they
was-
scored 2 straight baskets.
yeah,
And then that's when the Lady Lions kicked it into gear, and
Yeah.
that was the end of that. Okay, Selena, what do you remember about the playoffs? Orange Men and the Lady Wolves, the championship.
I remember they were trying to
Speak into the mic, Selena.
I remember they were trying to get good defense, and yeah.
Selena, do you remember little Reagan Heckler trying to box you out? Do you remember her she got down low. There's a clip of you, and she is trying her hardest, and you're standing there and just watching her, and she's pushing her hardest, and she's squatting down. Very funny clip, so you don't even remember it, no?
I do, but
Oh, you do remember it. Okay.
I don't think she could.
Okay, who wants to speak about the playoffs next? We're going to do these questions real fast. Madddie?
Okay,
Say your
so
name, you got to say who you are.
I'm Madddie, and I remember on the playoff game, Reagan Heckler, she is one of my friends. She's actually on my volleyball team, and she's amazing, but she said she wanted to box me out.
Oh, she tried to box you
Yeah.
out? I don't think that
She
worked
was
out too
one
good,
of the
did it?
people who were guarding me most of the time, and it was easy to catch the ball because she's so short.
Yeah.
At one point, I just gave up to let her get the ball.
Oh, well, that was nice of you. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yahna, and do you have any words? Because we got to speed it up, girls. We got a few minutes here. We're going to go through these questions fast.
I'm Yahna, and
At the
yeah,
playoff
like
game.
after, usually when it was easier to get the game because Maddie's friend, she kept trying to when Madddie was out, she was after me, and when I was trying to catch the ball, it was easy. And when one of her teammates was didn't grab the ball from me, and she was you could have grabbed the ball from her. I was like,
Yahna, do you remember when you had that shot? You were right in front. Can you remember that one shot? You were right in front. It almost went in, and we were like, oh, almost, so close. Okay, all right, so let's get to these questions, and we're going to pass them around to everybody. We got to go a little fast here, all right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how fun was this season? All right, Yahna, go ahead. Say your name. 1's the least, 10's the best. So just say what number, how much fun you had.
except, I think it was either 9 or 10.
Okay, go ahead, say your name and then the number, and any comments you want about
My name is Claire, and I had the most fun. Not 10,000, but 10 million. Jeez.
10 million, very good.
I'm Julia, and I love this season. I would give it a 10. I had a lot more fun than last year.
Julia, what team were you on? Were
I
you
was
the
on the
Panthers?
Panthers,
You
yeah.
were- so you won a championship
Yeah,
last year.
it was no thanks to me,
And
though.
before that, you won as well? You were on the Lady Tigers?
No.
No, okay. Violet?
I'm Violet, and this year was really, really fun. It was a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
out of all my years playing basketball and
you are.
upward, I'm Norah. It was the best one yet.
I'm Selena, and I rated.
To the mic, Selena. To the mic. They can't hear you.
I'm Selena, and I rated a 10 out of 10, but I did have my up and downs. So.
All right. But 10 out of 10, so you had some fun.
I'd rate this season an infinite out of
Say who
10
you are.
because
Say who you are.
I'm Madddie, and I rate this season an infinite out of 10 because this is probably one of the luckiest seasons because most of the games we didn't let any other player get up into double digits. They just stayed 1 digits. And I think that was pretty
I don't know
fun.
if Charlotte got double digits. She might have won in that 16-point game, I think. But that's about it. All right, since Madddie, you had the mic, what are the favorite things you liked about Coach Cheryl? Coach Cheryl, what do you? Anything that comes to mind?
I have a question.
Oh, Coach Cheryl wants a question.
Okay, here's my question.
Get on the mic. Say who you are.
I don't like being talked about. I'm Coach Cheryl. My question is, who all is coming back next year?
Well, that's question 15. Uh-oh, you're getting ahead
And
of
I know
us.
Julia would if she could.
Julia can't.
Oh, did I answer? Did I?
You took
You
question
had that
15.
question?
All
Oh,
right,
sorry.
we'll jump right to question 15.
Because I don't like people having to talk about.
All right, Coach Cheryl doesn't want to be on the spot.
I'm Violet, and I think I would definitely come back next year.
Violet, now this is the 7th grade. Give it back to Violet. Violet, how would you feel playing up against 9th graders?
I mean, definitely it would be a little bit scary, and I know there's going to be people who are more skilled than me and have more experience and talent, but
Yeah, I'm sure she would.
You're cooking every 5th grader here.
so I just
Do you know any of the Averys? Avery Good, Avery Murphy? How would you feel
no,
playing against them?
not really.
Did you watch them on YouTube at all?
No, not really. No.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just roll with the punches.
All right. So
Yeah,
a
see
little,
how that goes.
a little nervous about it, but you think you'll hang in there? All right.
I'm Norah, and I would definitely play next year.
All right.
I'm Selena, and I think I'll come back, but if I'm not on Coach Russell's team, I'm not playing.
So I'm gonna play. Now hold on. I got a question for Selena. Selena, going up against 9th graders. How's that make you feel?
I'll say it's gonna be a little bit scary, but I think
You can still do it?
yeah.
Still play. Okay. Madddie?
I think I'm definitely coming back next year.
Are you worried about 9th graders?
Kind of, but I think if I just play like I did in the championship game, then I
Then
might
you'll
be
be fine.
good.
All right. Yahna? Yahna, are you 6th grade or 5th?
I'm 5th.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna-
you'll still be in the 5-6.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see Yahna next year?
Yeah, I really want to come back, but if like Selena, if Coach Russell or Coach Martins isn't on my team, I don't want to join.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Well, if I had my choice,
Yeah, we can't guarantee anything at this point, but
especially when they saw you guys play this year, they're gonna be like grabbing everybody up.
okay. And Claire, did you answer if you're coming back?
My name is Claire, and I am definitely coming back. I'll be in
Sorry. Shut up. Stop.
I'll be in 7th to 9th grade, but I'm definitely coming back.
Claire, how do you feel about playing against 9th grade girls?
Pretty good. Pretty
All right,
good.
you're not worried about it. Very good. All right, since we're running out of time.
It's Julia.
Oh, Julia didn't go. Okay,
I'm Julia, and I would come back next year if I could, but I can't.
sorry. You're moving. You want to tell them why?
Yeah, so I'm gonna move to North Macedonia, so I can't play.
Is that South Africa?
No, it's in Europe.
Europe. Okay. Very good. Well, Julia, we wish you the best, obviously. Whatever you do. Okay, let's go through and we pick out. Does anybody ever watch YouTube? Watch yourselves on YouTube?
Julia does.
One or two left. All right.
Julia rewatched every single game.
Julia?
Yes, she
All right,
did.
Julia,
Julia can tell you about it.
Well, I watched them, and I realized how funny I look while I play basketball.
I think on my first game I was so horrible. Cause I wasn't being in any practice and I didn't know what we're doing, so I was so out. I was out of it. So that was weird.
Did
and,
you watch it on YouTube? Did you
Yeah,
see
only
your
the
game?
first game.
Only the first game.
Yeah.
Okay. Claire watched every game? Okay. Madddie, did you watch yourself on TV?
I watched every game and I realized how stupid I looked playing basketball.
Oh, no, don't say that. All right, let's, Selena, did you watch? You didn't watch yourself? Okay. All right.
I washed myself.
Talk about one time that you got hurt and nobody really knew you were really hurt. And anything about that. This will be the last question.
know.
All right?
I think
All right,
it
let
was.
Madddie go first. Say who you are.
I'm Madddie, and
And what happened, Madddie?
it was like one of the times we were playing the Huskies, and when I was playing defense or offense, I forget. Olivia McAdams bumped me in the
You collided with Olivia.
elbow and bumped me with her elbow in the chest, and I started like having trouble breathing.
Wow. Okay. Did you tell
That
the
was kinda
coach?
scary.
Did you
Yeah,
tell anyone?
I
You
told the
did.
coach.
All right. Yana, did you? What was the worst that you got banged into?
So, I crashed into someone. I'm not naming names. So, yeah, it was an accident, but like we crashed in. Okay.
Okay.
And there's also that time where like the basketball literally jammed into my hand, and like. Really
Did you have
hurt.
to come out of the game?
No, for the one with the crash into my arm, yes, I went out after a few minutes. But the other one, I just didn't. Nobody even like saw that I got hurt. But so I didn't make a big deal about it, and yeah.
Okay. Claire, any?
No,
Unknown
I
injury.
was never pushed over or
Oh,
hurt.
good for Claire. Claire always stayed off to the side, right? You just waited for the rebound.
No.
All right, Julia.
It really wasn't that bad, but I was gonna rebound the ball, but someone hit it, and then it landed right on my face like 10 seconds before the game ended.
I'm Violet, and at the beginning of the season, I had like hurt my foot, like out of like not from basketball, but from like doing something else, and somebody stepped on it in the middle of the game, and oh my gosh, it was throbbing so hard.
This is Norah, and when we were in the championship game, when we were playing offense, we were doing a rebound, and it hit my head, and then I grabbed it and then got it in the basket.
And Selena.
I'm Selena, and I kind of twist my ankle like in every game, but I pushed through it. And
So no real big injuries to you, anything? Okay. All right, last question, girls. Let's talk about the God part of Upward. What do you remember, the devotionals, like what got you thinking about God from Upward that you really want to get on another basketball league? Selena, we'll start with you. What comes to mind or anything that got you thinking about God? How about the devotionals or maybe praying before the game started?
just to like push through the game and like.
And did it affect you at all? Did you ever like think, okay, I'm at Upward, maybe I'll take it easy right here or something like that? Like, did that ever something you normally wouldn't do in a regular game? Did you find it a little bit different at all than a normal basketball league? Not really.
Yeah, but
Okay. All right. Let's hear from Madddie. Madddie, this is our last question. Last question. The parents are waiting.
I think that it was one. So during our championship game last year, I played, and in the playoffs of the Huskies game, I was like, after that game, we met and like we lost by 1 point, and as soon as we got back into the locker room, we were all crying. Like, it was so sad, like a so sad defeat. But we knew if we went to the championships, we wouldn't win. And now then we went to the playoff game, I was just so nervous, and then God really helped me calm down and win that.
All right. Did you do any Christ-like plays? How about that? Anything that you did nice out there on the court?
I think in the championship game, when I saw if a little person had the ball, like one of the people had the ball, if Violet or someone who was guarding the ball, like person with the ball, if they weren't there in time, I would sprint up to my spot and be ready or double guard her.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Yahna, is there anything Upward, a nice play that you remember being nice to somebody or doing something godlike on the court?
I think it was in the before it was like the game before the championship. I helped people up. I made some of the games. I like help people up and say, "Are you okay?"
Oh, very good.
And
yeah,
once I
that's
even say
nice.
"Good job," and I was like,
Okay, for the other team. Very good. Did you ever clap for anybody on the other team?
Well, I mean, when we were walking in,
yes.
yes.
Did anybody see the Hannah Michael clip that I made? It was Hannah Michael. I don't know if you caught that on one of the games. And I saw real fast that my daughter scored, and Hannah Michael doesn't know her on the other team, and she was clapping for my daughter. So I made a big commercial out of that because I thought that was amazing. You don't see that too much where somebody claps for the other team scoring. So, okay, Claire, any nice things you did on the court? You're at Upward. It's a Christian league.
I'm Claire. I helped one person up, but before every foul shot, I took a little prayer before I took the shot. And on the last time I got fouled, I made my first foul shot.
Wow, and that was the championship game?
Semifinals, I think.
Semifinals, all right. Julia?
So I didn't do anything really special, but I always loved how we prayed before each game, and I think that was really kind of like, it didn't matter if you win or lost, you were just playing for the Lord.
Very good, very good.
I really enjoyed hearing the devotions, even though they were like a little small, but it was just nice to hear it. And
How about anything you did for the other team? Anything you can remember?
I mean, I know I don't think it was
Did you
that
help
much.
anybody up? Or?
I remember clapping for people when they like made their foul shots or anything like that, because I kind of knew we were dominating.
And Norah.
This is Norah, and it might have not been on the court, but like after every practice, we would just say our prayer requests and then pray for each other, and that was really helpful and moving.
Very good. All right, girls, so we'll wrap up with this. Everybody say one thank you to Coach Cheryl. Anything you want to say? Now's your last chance for all the hard work she did.
This is Norah, and thank you for just helping me improve my skills in basketball.
Okay, this is Violet, and she's just an amazing coach and always just lets us be ourselves and gives us little pointers, and yeah, it just helps us improve in the game.
And also you can thank any of the volunteers at Upward, anybody who, referees or whoever you want to thank. Now's your chance to.
Oh, and thank you, Mom.
Thank Mom. Okay.
And thank you. This is Norah, and also thank you to Mrs. Martin, who was another great coach.
Julia, I'm also really grateful for Violet's mom, Mrs. Martin, and Coach Russell is just really nice, and she'd let you play whether you're good or not.
I'm Claire, and I'm just really thankful that Coach Russell was my coach for another year, so I could have another basketball season with a great coach. And thank you to all the refs and volunteers who helped willingly.
This is Yahna, and I'm especially thankful because whenever I she always helped me try to make shots, and she's always for the rest of the team, and for helping me get this I got one shot in this whole game actually, and thank you and get comfortable with the ball. And I want to thank there's one of the refs. He helped me a lot. He was really nice to me, and I also am thankful for Coach Mill, who's fun and funny. So yeah.
I want to thank Coach. I'm Madddie, and I want to thank Coach Russell for being such a great coach for all the years that I've been playing basketball. Mostly, I mean, she's just a really great fun coach. She's really fun, and I also want to give a thank you to Coach Martin and my brother. He would willingly film games at the other places. And a big thank you to Jeff Russell.
Oh, thank you.
For cameraman all of our games.
And lastly, Selena.
I'm Selena, and I just want to thank Coach Russell and Coach Martin for just being there for me and like letting me improve my skills in basketball.
Very good. Well, there you have it, folks. We are going to close the book on the Lady Lions. At this moment, the most dominant team in Upward history. What a season. Incredible team that may never be matched again. So thank you, Lady Lions, and go enjoy your lives.